Hello and welcome back. This is Grace from the Set of the Bills. And as we've been going through our lives, we've been transforming. We started from being bill passers, now we have become bill payers. We are still on this journey. I said it's not a one-day journey, it's a journey that we have started, a journey that will take us maybe the rest of our lives, because once you start learning, you are always running. And so this time I wanted us to look into reasons why in the first place. Now we have become aware of who we are. We know the problems that we've been having. We know we've been passing the bills, and now we have become bill settlers. We're no longer passing them bills. But before we continue, I wanted us to look into reasons why did we fall in this pit of financial struggles. Why didn't we have our own monies? The reason why we are doing this is so that we can know, and so that we cannot fall back into the same position that we were before we started our journey to getting out. And so I want us to look various reasons on why do you find ourselves in this situation. And so there are many, but we are going to look. There are some that are very specific, that are very, we can say, kind of obvious, and those are the things we'll be looking. And we see there are those which are inevitable things we have no control over, maybe like losing your job, maybe health issues, maybe the things you never saw coming. Those they'll affect us, but in most cases we are not directly related to what happened. But there are those we can say of man-made, the things maybe we have control over, the things we can change. And those are the ones I want us to look on today. And so I want us to look at, just a few, like lack of, education, financially illiterate, and you don't know anything about money. You don't know the principles. You don't know how to budget your money. You don't know when to buy what and when not to buy. You don't know what you are supposed to prioritize or not. You just use your money like you don't care. And everything that we do, whether we care or not, whether we understand it or not, whether it's through ignorance or it's through carelessness, when it comes to money, it will always come back and we will pay for it dearly. So maybe lack of any background of finances, or like not knowing those basic things about finances, they will always lead us to financial crisis like the ones that we have been in. Another thing that brings in such problem is having only one source of income in the family. You find the reason why we found ourselves passing the bills is simply because we didn't have our own money. And so you find the person who was maybe taking care of the bills is either the woman or the man of the house, or whoever your partner, whoever was taking care of finances. And you find that because of that, at times you find we always get into financial constraints. Money will not be enough, because you find most of the times when it's just one person who is bringing that money, and your expenses are more than the person is bringing, always there will be a shortage of finances. And so you'll start slow but sure start entering into financial difficulties even without your knowledge. Another thing that usually take people to be in that situation is not taking finances seriously. Like you don't really care much. Like me, I said I didn't really care much about finances. There was money that I needed, and so the issue money, I never took it very seriously. I took it lightly, because I have money to use, and so I never cared much about how the business is doing. And you see, the sad part of that is that if the business starts failing, on the other side, maybe whoever now has the business, whether it's the man or the woman, The one who does not, you know, does not relate with business so much, or who is not so much involved in it, sometimes they don't know when the business is going down, when things are going down, because them they are used to being given. They are not used to books, they're not used to accounting. And so you find in most cases that kind of carelessness or ignorance, it's very dangerous when it comes to money. Now I know that. I didn't know that very well. So now we are becoming, you see, now we are becoming good. We are knowing the things we never knew. And as we continue with this journey, I will tell you and I will teach you many things about money that we take for granted. Things, man, we shouldn't take money seriously. Now I know that every cent that I use, every shilling that I get, now I use it with a lot of caution. I have to know what to do with it, what not to do with it, and I have to make somber decision. Another thing that usually brings such problem is living beyond our means. You find that the kind of life we are living. Let's say I'm the wife, I am being given the money. I think my husband has a lot of money, and you find maybe I'm living the kind of standard that I've set for us to live, maybe in the house, and he has his own standards. You find sometimes it's draining our business. We are using more money than we are earning. And so what happens? Every month you have a deficit. Every month you have a deficit. And what happens? That deficit keeps on growing. It keeps on growing until you find that now your debt now, it's almost the same as the money you are earning. And when things get there, trust me, now they are starting to get banned, and it can lead you into debt. It can lead you into start borrowing, and if there's anything that is banned, is to live a borrowed life. So every time you spend more money than you are earning, you have to know you are living your life in debt. You are the deficit, the money that you need in order to cover for your expenses, it's borrowed money, and you are living your life in debt. And that debt, one day or the other, it's coming to get up with you, and it will really be messy. And so let me just say those. I've said there are many. And let's look away that now these are the ones I've seen like they are really man-made. We have seen they are many, but there are those which we are really direct involved with, like the ones I've just said. But there is a way of now getting out of it. Now, like now that we know the reason why could have contributed to our finances being there, and us now being part of the problem, you being bill passers, like the one I said, having one partner, he or she being the one who is bringing the cash, you're part of the equation that's contributed. Now you'll be the part of the equation that will solve the problem. And so as we have said, now it will be the opposite. And now and saying getting out of financial crisis, let me tell you, it's easier said than done. It's not one day thing. Sometimes it can be so messy that it will take you months or years to recover. But the good thing is to know what has happened and accept something is wrong. Once you accept, that is the starting point of you now reversing the situation that you've been living in. The first thing is what I've said, you accept you are in financial crisis. Accept something is not working. Accept something is wrong, and we have to fix it. So when you accept there is a problem, because you have to know, not unless you accept there is a problem, even in your own life, you never fix it. You can only fix it when you agree it's true, there is a problem. I need to fix it. And now that we've agreed there is a problem, so how can we fix this financial crisis? Just as if we've said, maybe the first reason, maybe it's because of lack of understanding of financial illiterate. Now we have to start learning about finances. Now, like as this group now that have started paying them bills, we have to learn more about money. We have to learn money principles. We have to learn there are those books. I will compile them, and I will tell you, and I will be telling us the books that we can be going through. I will be even getting some information from them, and we will share with you, because now we are new people, and we have to run. You know, we've been comfort for so long. Now it's time to wake up and like shake ourselves and start living. And we are living in a real world, not a briefcase wound. It's real wound. You have to run. We have to learn how things are done, and we have to do them right now that we are in our somber minds. Now we are no longer the bill passers, we are the bill settlers. So we have to know so much about money, we have to know about investment, we have to know where to invest, we have to know what we can do, the things we can do to earn this money. So it's so exciting. There's a lot of things to do and to run. And so, having accepted that there is a problem, so we have to see there was only one source of income before we entered in crisis. Now we are two. Now remember the bill passer, now you have become a bill settler, so you are bringing in some cash, and so things are looking good. So when you start now sharing, everything now starts, then it's solved, it's halfway solved. So maybe if you've been having deficit in your life before, now there's no deficit, because now you can bring in some money. Now if maybe the things now you used to borrow money in order to fix, now you don't have to borrow the money, because now there is enough money to fix everything. That there is even enough money now. If you start now living on budget, you budget the money you need, and you start even budgeting for investments. You start building your retirement, which is very real. So we have now, since we have become, now we are educated, now we are informed people, now we will be making different decisions from now henceforth. And so as we continue on this journey of settling the bills, we are changing and becoming very new people who are doing the impossible, the things we never thought we can do. And as we continue now, I'll start showing you now other ways we can earn money through now that we are in the digital era. We said we cannot ignore digital. We will earn money in digital, and we will also earn money in the physical way. So as we continue, I'll be teaching you and showing you some things we can do in the internet, in the digital world, maybe whatever. And as we continue the way we said, we do ourselves, introspection, and we know the things we love. The things that you love, now it's what we are going to turn into business. So the next time we meet, we'll find out, what do you love? Maybe I might love fashion. How can we use this fashion? What can you do with it? Everything that we do, we have to turn it into cash, because that is what we are given. Don't mind about your degrees, don't mind about your diplomas. Whatever you have is what you are going to work with, and we will turn it into cash, and we will start helping our families. And when we know, when we have cash in the family, there is peace, because no one is being left to carry all the burdens. No one is being left to carry all the bills. Now you are sharing, and so when you share the burdens, even peace in the family, it's always evident. And so let's meet next time, and remember to subscribe. So I'll be showing you. We'll even go to things like ebooks, so many things I'll be showing you. And I'm also I'm loving the new us. I'm loving the progress we are making, and I hope you are doing the same. As we transform, we are really going to start loving and enjoying the Synchron Drive. So thank you for now, and see you next time. Bye.